A question for you. If both sides of heart are failing to pump the blood properly, why there is accumulation of fluids in lungs in first case and in the ankles in the other case? Hello and welcome to the White Coat Classroom. In this module, we would be finding the answer of our question. So without wasting time, let's get started. Before we start with the pathogenesis of edema, let's quickly revise the normal circulatory mechanism. The oxygenated blood from the lungs is returned to the left atrium via pulmonary veins, and this blood from left atrium comes to the left ventricle. This oxygen-rich blood, which entered from left atrium to the left ventricle, is now pushed by the left ventricle to the body. So, via arteries, this blood is pushed to the body from left ventricle. And from the body, via capillaries, the venous blood is collected and major veins are formed, which finally drains into the right atrium. From the right atrium, this deoxygenated blood comes to the right ventricle. And from the right ventricle, this deoxygenated blood is pushed for oxygenation to the lungs via pulmonary arteries. So, via pulmonary arteries, this blood is pushed to the lungs for oxygenation. This is normal circulatory mechanism. Now, let's learn the pathogenesis in case of left ventricular failure. So, in left ventricular failure, the left ventricle is not able to function. So, when left ventricle is not able to function, it won't be able to push the blood. So, when left ventricle is not able to push the blood, there will be decreased flow in the arterial system and subsequently to the body. The next thing is the blood is not getting pushed from the left ventricle. So there is accumulation of the fluid in left ventricle. There will be fluid accumulation, and because of the backflow, this would be going to the left atrium and subsequently to the lungs. So there will be increased amount of blood in the lungs, and whenever there is increased amount of blood in blood vessel, its hydrostatic pressure increases. Because of increasing in hydrostatic pressure, there is leakage of fluid from vasculature, and this leakage of fluid causes pulmonary edema. Now, let's learn the pathogenesis in case of right ventricular failure. So, whenever there is right ventricular failure, the right ventricle is unable to push the blood. As right ventricle was pushing the blood into the lungs via pulmonary arteries, so there will be reduced pushing of blood towards the lungs. So there will be accumulation of the fluid in the right ventricle. Whenever there is accumulation of fluid in the right ventricle, there will be backflow, and this transmitted backflow would be in the right atrium. Subsequently, it would be causing increase in central venous pressure, which is transmitted back to the venous circulation. So there will be increased vascular pressure, which is transmitted back via venous end. And at the organs level and at the periphery, there is increase in capillary hydrostatic pressure, which causes transudation of fluid, and subsequently it leads to edema. Now the question arises, why in right-sided heart failure, edema is specifically seen in case of ankles? Because of the gravitation of fluid, it is mostly accumulated in the parts which are more dependent. So in a standing person, it is mostly seen in case of lower limbs and ankles, while in a person who is constantly supine or bedridden, it is seen in case of back. And as the disease progresses, generalized edema or Anasarca can be seen in right-sided heart failure. So this was about the mechanism of right-sided heart failure and left-sided heart failure. Now your task is to write the causes of right-sided heart failure and left-sided heart failure in the comment section. The clinical importance of it is, whenever a patient of right-sided heart failure comes to you, the patient would be having generalized edema along with that swelling of ankles, while in case of left ventricular failure, there'll be pulmonary edema leading to respiratory problems and respiratory distress. Usually in the clinical setting, both can occur simultaneously, but this was about the pure right and left-sided failures. So, thank you so much for watching, and never to miss such content, click on the subscribe button. See you there in the next module.